Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Hello, fair maidens, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, I think today you'll start off a bit sensitive, particularly relations to others. So, not sure what would have happened to you in the last 24 hours, but I talked about having the moon in Pisces. That was your opposite sign, and that was putting you very sensitive to your relations with others. This could have all come down to one relationship, or all relationships, or your relationship to yourself. And today you might start the day off still feeling that, maybe still feeling stung by the moon conjuncting Uranus. That was a test of faith. It kind of rattled everybody. So I hope you hung in there and got along. Now, though, the moon will make you feel a bit stronger, but you're going to want to retreat. The moon in Aries will pull Virgos really into their most private self, I think. This is the house of intimacy, the house of boundaries. So emotionally, you're going to be very, very sensitive or aware of the finite boundaries between you and anything else or anyone else on the planet. And by boundaries, I find that this spectrum of consciousness manages every boundary. This is the Scorpio consciousness, which is why Scorpios are the only one in the zodiac with a stinger, a weapon basically, for people who cross the boundary. So being emotionally aware of this is really about you paying attention to boundary issues. That is your honesty to yourself, that is sexual boundaries to others, that is your boundary between life and death, that's your boundary between you and someone that might have died and moved on to the next life already. So where that stops and ends, when we stop loving or continue loving, all those issues. So just be advised, you're going to probably want the blinds closed, and you're probably going to want to be private for the next 2 days, but you'll feel strong if you protect yourself, and that's the key. Now, the real learning, says the universe, is the sun still in Scorpio. We're at 28 degrees. We're 2 days away from sun in Sag, but Mercury is still in this consciousness and moving ahead, not just moving ahead, but heading up a soul pyramid in water. What that tells me, Virgo, is by now, you should know how to think and how to process these types of issues. That's what this whole month was about, teaching you how to think, how to talk about it. With Mercury now heading a soul pyramid, it tells me it's time to start doing. No more contemplation. Move forward, think the way you're supposed to think, and talk to yourself the way you're supposed to talk to yourself. All right, fair maidens, that's all we have for Tuesday. See you tomorrow with more. Live, love, be.